Hi, Zeke Callan, outside Murano Campus Center here with your Storm Team 10 weather at the top. It was an amazing day outside, as evidenced as I forgot my jacket inside and didn't even care because it got up to 74 degrees today, and it's going to stay pretty mild overnight. I'll have a look at how long those warm temperatures will continue. Plus, we're tracking a chance for rain tomorrow, and I'll have an early look at your weekend. It's all coming up in your full forecast. Right now, WTOP Nightly News starts now.
Tonight, Governor Hochul and Lee Zeldin have faced off in their first debate. What you need to know with the election just 2 weeks away.
Plus, Screams on Screen, our reporter Matthew Sheriu has the latest on On-Campus Film Festival. And
I'm loving it. A popular McDonald's item is coming back to the menu for a farewell tour.
It's Tuesday, October 25th. WTOP 10 Nightly News starts now.
Election day is just 2 weeks away. Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley Jones.
And I'm Emily Forster.
Governor Kathy Hochul and Republican candidate Lee Zeldin faced off in their first and only gubernatorial debate tonight. Going into the debate, several polls indicated Hochul with just a 4-point lead. And while the race is very close, those same polls indicate that less than 2% of those who plan on voting are currently undecided. Zeldin, however, still appears to be quite hopeful.
A major focus of the debate was on crime, with 17% of those who plan on voting saying that is their number one concern going into the voting booth. Many feel as though Hochul has not done a good job combating violent crime, and Zeldin's more aggressive anti-crime approach may lead some votes being swayed.
WTOP will have full coverage on and leading up to election night, starting at 9:30. Republican candidate Lee Zeldin pledged recently to leave New York's abortion laws intact if he gets elected. Zeldin stated that he is aware that he lives in a state that heavily supports these laws and feels that the word of the people should be respected, doubling down on his statement, saying that his vote will not be bought, stating, quote, "There is a less than zero chance that the Speakers of the Assembly, Carl Heastie, is sending me a bill to roll the abortion laws back."
Onondaga Community College is canceling classes this Thursday for the major Micron event on the campus. So major, in fact, that President Biden will be attending the event. The closure will include the college itself as well as the Southwest YMCA from Wednesday through Thursday. As for President Biden, the White House has announced that he will be speaking at the SRC Arena on the OCC campus.
In more Micron news, Onondaga County Executive Ryan McMahon met with Micron executives who outlined the company's investments as well as the next steps. Micron plans to spend up to $100 billion building a mega complex of computer chip plants. The company discussed its commitment to taking on a local and diverse workforce by partnering with local universities and even school districts.
SUNY is lowering application costs across 64 colleges for 2 weeks. This will allow students to apply to 5 of the colleges free of charge, removing a barrier of college assets, saving applications up to $200. On top of this move, there are also SUNY financial aid options as well that may let you pay almost nothing in tuition from New York.
Students and families gathered in Park Hall this weekend for the screening of the Panic Film Festival.
Our reporter Matthew Sheriu was there. Matthew.
Thank you, Emily. The Panic Film Festival screening, organized by the Campus Film Club, is a payoff for the 12 teams after this 48 hours of shooting 2 weeks ago. In addition to the limited time, a specific shot, a lot of dialogue and a prop were also part of the requirements. This event is an opportunity to celebrate the creation, cinema and the excitement of seeing your film projected and shared. Cruise and movie lovers gather with their relatives for this family and friends weekend to watch their short films. Several types of horror are present, from slasher to gore, demons, and a touch of humor. The diversity is also in the themes, the black and white choice, and the duration, between 3 and 11 minutes. Among the various given awards, the Best Special Effects Award is the specificity of this festival. Finally, beyond recognition, it is also about taking the audience on a journey through your artistic vision of a panic film.
Just such a perfect opportunity for me to be like, I can just do it all now. I can just put them all on the screen, and it was just like this explosion of just all the things going on in my head, and I was just like, I can make this. And when I finished editing, I was like, I made it. Like I shot the ideas that I had.
Don't forget to note the date of October the 20th, the next major event, a screening of the Rocky Horror Picture Show at 7 p.m. in Marana Auditorium in collaboration with Pride Alliance. Reporting in the studio, I'm Matthew Shiro. Riley, Emily, back to you.
In Oswego news, Matthew Billy Barrow is tweeting about Halloween events this weekend, including Creepy Crawl with Bonfire, an AC/DC tribute band playing Friday night, a free haunted tunnel, and rock wall climbing. This event will also include food and drinks and plenty of zombies. The event will take place on East 1st Street from October 27th through the 29th.
With Halloween next week, the holiday season is just around the corner. The Canadian Pacific Holiday Train is returning November 27th to the 28th. It will make 6 stops in the Capital Region and the Adirondacks. The train is decked out with colorful lights and holiday cheer, offering live roadside concerts across Canada and the United States. The roadside concerts are free, but attendees are asked to bring non-perishable food or donate to their local food bank. We had another warm day today, but is that weather going to stick around?
Storm Team 10 meteorologist Zeke Calden is here with us to give us an update. Zeke?
Yeah, well, that warm weather was pretty nice, and we'll see it continue through tomorrow, although we will see some showers tomorrow. After that, we're looking at a tad bit of a cold snap, but still around average temperatures for this time of the fall. I'll have your full forecast coming up after the break. Guys?
Thank you, Zeke. Coming up, Brittany Griner's appeal has been denied. What's next for the WNBA star?
And the UK is getting a new prime minister. Everything you need to know after this.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey, Zeke Callan here with your Storm Team 10 weather forecast. Taking a look at our weather headlines, I'll take a look at if our warm temperatures will continue, plus our rain chances for tomorrow. And also, we'll look at the dry conditions returning towards the end of the week, and we'll also see if it's going to be a nice weekend. So let's take a look at today. It was a really nice day, up to 74 degrees here in Oswego. And you can tell that it was a nice day because the low temperature is above the average high temperature for this time of year. So very unseasonably warm, not up to that record of 81 degrees, but still a very nice day out and about in Oswego. And taking a look at our weather setup for tomorrow, see this low pressure system move in with the jet stream as well as a cool front coming in, which will bring us cooler temperatures after tomorrow. This low pressure system north of us is going to bring us a little bit of showers in some parts of the area. But it won't be some heavy rain. It'll be more of a nuisance type rain throughout most of the region. Western areas could see a little bit more rain than some other parts. So keep updated on those rain chances. And we're waiting for the weather graphics, but yeah, cool temperatures will come in, and here we go. These aren't the current temperatures, these are the high temperatures for tomorrow. Out in the Hudson Valley, it'll stay around the higher 60s. Here in central New York, it'll be a little bit warmer, and as we look out to western New York, it'll be a little bit cooler as those showers come in a little bit earlier throughout the region. So those highs tomorrow will be a little bit lower towards western New York. And taking a look at our extended forecast, tomorrow some afternoon showers, and after that we'll stay pretty dry through the rest of the weekend, and it'll stay pretty cool towards the end of the week. And back to the desk for your national news update.
Under recent controversy, several different companies have officially cut ties with the artist formerly known as Kanye West. The rapper and fashion designer has drawn a lot of recent criticism after anti-Semitic and racist comments on Twitter. After losing business deals with companies such as Adidas, Gap, and Foot Locker, West has officially lost his billionaire status. Adidas and Foot Locker both publicly stated that the anti-Semitic and any other forms of discriminatory behavior will not be tolerated.
The U.S. Postal Service is honoring Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a late Supreme Court justice who died last year, with a stamp. The stamp will show an oil painting of Ginsburg based on the famous photo by Philip Birmingham. No word on an exact date, but officials make us believe it will be ready to purchase sometime next year for 63 cents.
Brittany Griner, U.S. WNBA star, is now being held in a Russian prison for 9 years as of Tuesday. She was arrested in Moscow airport, accused of having cannabis oil in her luggage right before the war in Russia against Ukraine broke out, raising concern she is a political pawn. But U.S. officials are trying to get her out of Russia with a prisoner swap, believing she is wrongly detained.
Earlier today, Great Britain's new Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, gave his first speech. As a part of his speech, Sunak addresses the problems currently facing the UK. This includes the economic crisis and long-lasting effects from COVID. He promises to rebuild trust and confidence in the country's leadership.
Is facing a profound economic crisis. The aftermath of COVID still lingers.
Coming up, Coke products could be getting a new look very soon. When this could happen.
And the MC Rib is back. We'll have everything you need to know after the break.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Donna.
And this is the Sunset Show. Grab your low-rise jeans because we're taking it back to the 2000s.
Let's go, girls.
Uggs and low-rise jeans.
Together.
One of the boys, boy.
Sorry, it's my agent. He told me that you're canceled.
Shebangy, shebangy, shebangy.
the burial ground. Must see also in all of sports entertainment.
Welcome back to the Kind of Lake Show, where we talk about anything and everything going on in our lives and yours.
Well, my birthday was November 13th, so it's been quite some time.
I think at the end we saw him get up.
I did that. I can.
It's a winner, and I did bring you sweater for everyone.
There you go! I know your dreams.
You started the paper throwing, just the immaturity. You lost before you even argued.
Pretty insane that the Clippers, 10 of the last 11 postseasons, they're in there.
Welcome back to WTOP 10 Nightly News. Here is your health and consumer report. As prices at the grocery store continue to soar, you might notice Coke products looking a little different. Coca-Cola's CEO is saying the company has an innovative agenda for next year, with plans to add more varieties of cans, bottles, and value packs. The beverage company is already selling smaller containers and packs with fewer cans. It's all in an effort to offer consumers more options to spend less. The CEO also pointed to returnable containers as another way of lowering costs, and consumers would get more money back in returning their bottles and cans.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is warning people about Mighty Bliss electric heating pads, which have been recalled due to an injury risk. The recall covers more than 500,000 heating pads distributed between July 2021 and July 2022. The FDA says it has received nearly 300 complaints about overheating, sparking, burning, or other electric problems. There were injuries in 31 of those cases. Consumers with these heating pads are advised to stop using them and visit the company's website for further instructions.
It can be found where a child lives, learns, and plays, but when lead is touched, swallowed, or breathed in, it can be extremely dangerous.
In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more during National Lead Poisoning Awareness Week.
It's a danger facing many children, and most who experience lead poisoning show no obvious immediate symptoms, but the effects can be long-term.
Lead poisoning can affect every single system in the body.
Lead can be found in homes built before 1978, the year lead-based paints were federally banned, in certain water pipes, in some products like toys and jewelry and more. Young children are most at risk, says Cleveland Clinic pediatrician Dr. Rupa Decor.
Under the age of 2, when they're crawling around, playing a lot, and putting everything in their mouths.
Parents can protect against lead exposure by getting their homes checked by a licensed lead inspector, especially if the house was built before 1978. Hire trained contractors when renovating who use lead-safe practices. Wet mop floors, windows, and windowsills often. Leave shoes by the door or outside as to not track in lead. Shower and change clothes after working around lead-based products. Protect soil. Cover the ground with grass, mulch, or wood chips to stop kids from playing in bare dirt that could be contaminated, and avoid certain children's products that may contain lead. That includes imported or antique toys and toy jewelry. A doctor can also test for lead in the blood.
So the idea is that before they show symptoms that might be concerning for lead, we identify them and make sure that they have access to therapies that might help to improve their outcomes, and also that we address the lead source in their home so that there's not further exposure.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says parents can also visit the Consumer Product Safety Commission's website for photos and descriptions of toys that are currently recalled. Great news for fast food fanatics. The McRib is making a comeback again, but only for a farewell tour. And yes, McDonald's is calling it the McRib Farewell Tour. It'll be back on the menu October 31st for a Halloween that's more saucy than spooky. The pork sandwich is famous for being a favorite limited time treat for the fast food giant. You've until November 20th to make your McRib goodbyes.
Thomas Tallarino is here with us in the studio tonight.
Thomas, what's the latest in the Laker sports world?
Thanks, guys. Right now, it is playoff season here in Laker country. What two teams are headed to the SUNYAC playoffs? Find out after the break.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
I think you could build a house here with how many bricks are being laid in this game.
That is a rapid nosedive, and it is at the point of no return, guys.
Back to WTOP 10 News. I'm Tommy Tellerino with your sports report. Kicking our sports report off tonight with some women's soccer. The Oswego State women's soccer team clinched a spot in the SUNYAC playoffs over the weekend with their 2-2 tie Saturday against SUNY New Paltz. With the tie, these Lakers finished the regular season at 5th in the division and will travel to Plattsburgh in the opening round of the playoffs. The last time these teams faced off 3 weeks ago, Plattsburgh walked away with a 2-0 win. Can the Lakers get some revenge this time? Tune in at 1 p.m. Saturday and find out. This soccer team isn't the only Laker team in the playoffs, though, as the Oswego State volleyball team hits the court for some SUNYAC playoff action for the first time since 2019. They clinched their way into a 5 seed over the weekend with a 3-2 match win against SUNY Oneonta. The Lakers will have one more regular season game this Saturday against Marywood University. Then they take on Geneseo in the opening round of the SUNYAC playoffs November 1st. Last time Geneseo won 3-2, but can the Lakers win and advance to the semifinals? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Down to the mecca of sports now, the New York Knicks hit the hardwood last night with a 115-112 win against the Orlando Magic. Last year, New York was at the bottom for offensive pace, but Tom Thibodeau has these Knicks off and running, and the Magic just couldn't even keep up with them. All-star forward Julius Randle had 25 points and 12 boards, while new guard Jalen Brunson added 21 points as well in this up-tempo offense. They are now 2-1 on the season, and they will look for their third straight win against the Hornets tomorrow night. Sticking with some New York City basketball, the Brooklyn Nets traveled to Memphis last night and walked away with a 134-124 loss. The dynamic duo of Katie and Kyrie was on full force last night. Both of them each scored 37 points. The backcourt for the Grizzlies, though, they one-upped them, though, with Ja Morant and Desmond Bane adding a combined 76 points. These two shot the lights out from three with 8 from Bane and 4 from Morant, and the Nets couldn't keep up with only 9 threes as a team. Brooklyn looks to get back on track against the Bucks tomorrow night. Now we're throwing into some Monday Night Football. We got the Patriots. We got the Bears. How's this going to end? Mac Jones coming back from injury. Let's see how he does. Early on, Bears are up 3-0. Justin Fields, well, he's going to run this one in. He uses the legs. He makes a move, gets in. It's going to be 10-0 Chicago. Justin Fields, 82 rushing yards on the night. Let's see how Mac Jones is going to respond. Not quite well, as he's going to throw a pick right here to Daquan Brisker. Brisker has his first INT on the year, but Zappy's in, and your cousin from Boston's loving it. Zappy drops back. He's going to find Jacoby Myers. He reaches out, grabs it, and he dives in. It's a touchdown. 10-7. How are the Patriots going to respond, though, after an INT? Zappy drops back. This time, Parker leaps out and gets it. Oh, my God. They're inside the 20 now. What's going to happen? Ramondre Stevenson, he's going to bulldoze his way in there. He gets another touchdown of the year. But the Bears are going to respond. Khalil Herbert rushes in for a touchdown. They make it a 17-14 game. And then David Montgomery's going to join the party. He's going to get a 1-yard touchdown. Patriots looking to put something together. But Bailey Zappi, it's a tip ball. Roquan Smith gets the interception and a sack on the night. That one's going to cap it off. Bears 33, Pats 14. Pats, they fall to 3-4. Bears move to 3-4. Bears take on Dallas next week, and the Pats are going to travel to New York. We'll be right back after the break.
Athletics. Aaron, there are 6 big points. This is the one you've been waiting for. This group has never beaten Cortland.
Getting started with some men's soccer as the Lakers had 2 conference matchups.
For half of the Lakers' goals this entire season.
Offense is key. You talked all about scoring goals.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP 10 Nightly News.
For the governor race with a strong lead, former Governor Andrew Cuomo is...
Barlow announced the completion of a large building mural in downtown Oswego.
The renovations on the Hewitt Union Building, turning it into the new Hewitt Hall.
And as we move into tomorrow, that rain is going to be in our area.
Moving to the Diamond now, as Sweet Caroline got a lot sweeter last night.
Life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire, but you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We've been marinating chicken in all sorts of liquids for 24 hours. These are vitamins and minerals and things that you need, nutrients. The chicken speedy is a staple of our culture.
For those on diets, Tuesday is a tempting cheat day. It's National Greasy Foods Day.
Take your pick: French fries, onion rings, chicken wings, burgers, fried chicken, pizza, donut. Yes, they're sweet, but you may forget they're all fried. It's state fair season, so you can find plenty of greasy options at your local one. You can post your cheat meals online with the hashtag Greasy Foods Day.
That's our report for tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for Lake Night.
Thank you for watching. Have a great night, everyone.
Happy birthday, Scott.
Happy
birthday,
Scott.
Happy birthday.